Tuxedo Martini here, slash aka Bowman 1951, coming back here with a quick vintage mail day. I'd received this package over the Easter break. Happy Easter to everyone. Happy Passover. Anyone that just celebrates the start of spring. I love the warm weather because that's obviously with the baseball season that's now begun. My Red Sox have a nice start to the season at 3-1, hoping to sweep the Marlins, and think they only have 2 games down in Florida right now before their home opener. I was in Pennsylvania for the weekend, and we did receive like 3 to 4 inches of snow this morning, and obviously the Yankees game got postponed, so it's kind of weird. See if the Red Sox will be playing, I think, like I said, Wednesday or Thursday coming up. But the snow is mainly gone in the Boston area, so hopefully we're not expecting any more this week. It's finally in the 40s and not in the 30s. So let's get the season started. All right, what you've got out front of here are some hints as to what we've got in the package. Now, if you watch any of my recent videos, a lot of what I get are vintage commons, but this is a much better batch this time around, and I'm happy to add more stars to my collection in that package in front of you. So none of these are graded, but I got such a good deal on the Blowout Forums in the vintage trading section that I had to grab some of these. They might not be in the best condition. We're going to take a close look at some of those corners and edges and surface, but we'll see what kind of shape they're in, and maybe I'll send off 1 or 2 of these to get graded in the future. No idea yet. I did get scans of these in advance through email, so I did get some close-up shots of them. I ended up turning some of the cards down. Let's see. I know there were some very early 50s that were just in poor condition. I was like, why spend even a few dollars on this when I could probably get it in better shape or even graded for maybe $10 to $20, depending on what card it was. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get started here. While I'm opening the package, I did want to talk about, I had a 6-hour trip back today from the Pennsylvania area, like I said, and we only go through a handful of bigger cities, and one of them was Scranton, so we stopped off for lunch there. And while I was trying to find some card shops, there was literally only one card shop within, I think, a 40-mile radius that I found through the Yelp app, and they opened at 4:30 p.m. I was having lunch at noon. There was no way I was going to get to one. I just wanted to pop into an old school card shop in my, sort of my old stomping grounds, and there's just nothing left. I'm sure many of you have that in the small towns you're in. I know about 3 of them in the Boston area, so I usually have to rely on the weekly local card show, which I had learned last week in my own hometown here in the Boston area. The weekly card show that goes on, it's the longest running weekly card show in the nation right now. I think it started in the late 70s in Woburn, Massachusetts. One of these weekends, I'm gonna go ahead and film what goes on at the card show there, and just give everybody a good idea of what's for sale and how many vendors there are. It's always packed, which I always thought card shows were just kind of, I don't know, they were a bunch of old guys sitting around with maybe 5 people showing up, and it was kind of sad, but this has a lot of energy in it, and it's good to see the kids out looking for their Benintendi rookies and their Betts autos, and it's good to see, like I said, just a younger generation finally getting back into cards. All right, so we've got this whole package here. I'm just going to get the tape off. I got a Philly sticking out here. Now, some of them are commons, but they were vintage. As you can see, I don't worry about the rest of the tape. Okay, so I think we've got a stack of maybe 15 here. So first up is a 1953 Topps Smokey Burgess of the Phillies. I may have owned 1 or 2 1953 Topps. I focus on the 52s, the 55s, 56s, 59s. But 53s, I just never seem to want to grab, or totally forgot about them. And I'm starting to fall in love again with the artwork on these, and the fact that they're just so much cheaper than the 52s in general. So you can take a quick look here. Not sure if you can see that crease across his face or not. A little disappointed with that, but I think this is one of the poorer shape ones, and this one might have been $1 or $2. So I did go ahead and get it just because it was a 53. Same with this one. Got Dick Williams, 1953 Topps, Brooklyn Dodgers. So yeah, the earlier 50s are going to be commons, but you'll see some stars coming up here in the future. Don Mossy. All right, there's our first one. Got a nice Warren spawn here. Let's take a closer look at that. This, I believe, is 62 tops. That's why you've got the spawn out there in the background, because I remembered I definitely had grabbed at least one. Look at the back of the card here. Let's slip that over. All right, next up, Sporting News All-Star card for Willie McCovey. I think this is in 1970 tops. Let's focus that there. Looks to be in pretty good shape. This one might be a PSA candidate. Take a quick look at the back. Again, while you have Steve Carlton out there in front of you from the 75 series, this is a 71. 71s, as many vintage collectors know, those corners are really difficult to keep in good shape. The black edges, not to have some wear. This one looks nice. Wow, does Steve look young there? Let's take a look at the back. Yeah, we'll definitely get the looper out for that one. Okay, so almost forgot. We're gonna, well, no, let's hold off on those. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at the cards here. All right, we've got one more baseball. Oh, Yogi Berra action. Let's focus there. This one probably is not a high dollar value card, especially because he was a manager in the 70s. This is when the Mets were pretty bad, wasn't it? Card's in pretty good shape. Again, just a few bucks. Something I did not have previously. Okay. Couple football cards coming up here. Got Franz Harkinson. I cannot remember the year. This might be a 72. Well, soft left corner there. You know, this looks to be in good shape. No creases from what I am seeing. Most of you know this guy from his coaching days, Steve Spurrier. I think that's a later 70s, maybe 76. This is from the same year. I'm just taking a quick look. Oh, 74s. Sorry. Do not know my football cards all that well. So I did not pay $15 for this card. Maybe $2. It's a good deal there. George Blanda from the Raiders. I think that was more at the tail end of his career. And everybody's favorite murderer, right? O.J. Simpson. Had to own an O.J. card. I didn't have any. And for a few dollars, again, could not pass it up. This looks to be in pretty good shape. It's a tough time focusing here. Alright, let's move on to the next card. So we got one basketball and one hockey coming up. This one was in really good shape from what I could see. Elvin Hayes. Did they go by the Rockets back then? Yes, they did. It's right there on the bottom. I'm not going to zoom in on this one because I know it's in decent shape. And lastly, let's see the year. Looking at 88-89. Now, do they overproduce hockey cards like they did all the baseball and football as well? Probably, but this might be my first Gretzky card, or second. I know I don't have that many. And I'll take a really close look at this one with the looper. Could be going out to PSA. We'll see. All right, everybody. Just a quick mail day. Wanted to show you my latest pickups. Got my eBay bucks coming in from the month of March. And I've got enough out there to add one, maybe two more Bowmans to my collection from 1951. So I'll be going through what's available out there tonight and see what I can pick up. don't have too much else on the horizon right now, but you know, I'm always in the mood to be purchasing. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you at the next video.